Now we hear another donkey in the background. We're in Jerusalem, of course. And in the background you can see, I hope, what a lot of people consider the eye of the universe. First thing I want to say is to make it an admission, which is I'd rather not be here at this time. Tinnitus is something that came upon me 16 years ago. Nobody else can hear it. At least in the background, if you're listening, you can hear wind sound, you can hear a drill, you can hear some dogs, something normal. Tinnitus is not normal. We're going to try through TinnitusTV to help each other, because through it all we need each other. And if that's true, and I believe it so much so, that we cannot help but be responsible for each other. So where do I begin? I'm going to begin with a story that goes way, way back. And if you're under 30, you'll bear with me. Over 30, let's go. It's called A Little Story of Hope. The inn was silent, but for the sound of the impatient clock, the clod of heavy boots, and the innkeeper's tossing and turning. One of the guests at the inn, Yisachar Ber of Ratchitz, student of the Seer of Lublin, and himself a master, paced the floor of his room, unable to sleep. The innkeeper, whose room was right below the master, was kept awake and unhappy the whole night by his apparently insomniac guest. When morning finally dawned and Yisachar Ber came downstairs, the guest, the innkeeper could scarcely control himself. "Why did you dance around your room the whole night?" he demanded. "Are you mad?" Yisachar answered the question with a question. "Tell me, where did you get the clock in that room?" "What does it matter? It obviously didn't work, or you would have realized how many hours you wasted pacing your floor and keeping me up." Yisachar tried again. "Forgive me if I disturbed you. I do apologize, but I must know. Where did you get that clock? For it must be the clock of my teacher. I can tell by the way it chimes." The innkeeper's anger was turning to curiosity. "And who was this teacher?" he asked. Just a couple more lines. "My teacher was the Seer of Lublin." The innkeeper was amazed, for indeed the clock had originally belonged to the seer. It had been inherited by the seer's son and then given to the innkeeper in payment of a debt. Now we hear another donkey in the background. We're in Jerusalem, of course. And in the background you can see, I hope, what a lot of people consider the eye of the universe, the Dome of the Rock, or where the Holy Temple was and well, a lot of people think will be rebuilt. Anyway, let me go back. The innkeeper was amazed, for indeed the clock had originally belonged to the seer. It had been inherited by the seer's son and then given to the innkeeper in payment of a debt. "But how is it that your master's clock could chime differently from any other clock?" the innkeeper had to ask. Yisachar Ber answered him, "Most clocks chime saying, 'Another day gone, another day gone.' But my master's clock says, 'One day closer, one day closer, hopefully to the cure. I am hoping so much that you, who I'd like to call friends, and I believe our friends, will participate and send a video, and with your experience, send some writing, send a poem, send a picture, send a response to somebody else who may be having more difficulty than you. And from your experience, you have, I hate to say overcome, but overcome. And I appreciate this opportunity to be with you. And I'm Mike Cohn from Jerusalem. Thanks.